Okay, let's see if this is going to show live. If we switch that up, it's going to be Thursday. Change that. I wonder if I could just quickly do this. There you go. Okay. I think we got that updated properly. I think we should be good to go. Alright. So, here we go back again. Welcome back once more to another Motherlode livestream, where we are looking to, if I can get everything set up here really quickly on my screens here, that we are looking to achieve since the last time that we were live, the 9th Satan's Heads. So we got 8 so far, as we can see on the top left there. So if we can load into our previous save, we just started, which also, let me quickly change that to I forgot that the volume is kind of crazy right now. That's one thing I forgot to change. Okay, but out of the case, we should be fine here. That we are looking to collect 8 total Satan's Heads. We have collected 8 so far, but we're trying to get to 10. That's what our current goal is right now. And so with 8 only, as we can see on the top left screen, is that all of the values for minerals will only be 1/9 of its original value. Okay, so what would that mean for us is that when we dig through, and let's pick up something like bronze, maybe some iron, perhaps some silver, all that will be helpful for us just to show what this looks like in this scenario. And just for good measure, we can pick up these last minerals here. So when we go and return all these back to the front here, so that we can go and get this all processed, is that again with only 1/9 of the value for each of these minerals that are going through, is that we only get, for something like silver, $11 out of the 100 that we should be expecting for this sale of minerals. So that obviously will add a bit more complexity to this part of the challenge, but I think we are just fine in our ability to be able to make the most of what we have so far. Again, the strategy so far hasn't changed at the start of these challenges. It is still a little bit hard because of the fact that we have to keep returning to the surface, as we will be unable to get any meaningful upgrade until we're about $750 in. So with that, we're definitely going to be on the hunt for things like gold and silver, as those will help us get our first upgrade of the fuel tank that we need to keep going. So I know there's a piece of silver that we have to return to, so let me go grab that while we get this guy too. So silver is an all-time premium. We absolutely need to make sure we get as much as we can with this piece of a mineral. Within our sights, I think that was it. So we're gonna go grab this bronze and silver. Again, it will take a fair few trips for us to at least get that first upgrade for a better fuel tank. But with that, I think we just focus up entirely on this first part. $51 from all that. So let's just make sure where we can get down, hopefully to about like 500 or so feet deep, and then we're just gonna start scrounging for all the minerals that we can. With only returns a fraction of the cost, it is going to be quite the challenge to scrape together all that money just so we can have a chance at getting a better angle. That needs to be mined elsewhere. But so we're gonna do everything in our power, which we're already out of fuel, so we need to go back to the surface. That gold is taunting us, but with enough perseverance, we'll be able to get what we need. It's a little bit of a diminished return there, as the amount of money it costs for fuel is starting to match the amount of money that we make from collecting all those minerals. So hopefully we should be pretty okay trying to be in the net positive here so that we can make our money. Let's collect the silver and then we're gonna have to return back up again. Okay. Up we go. Throw that in there. $200, okay. So we're gonna need just about 500 more. Let's see. Let's go a little bit deeper. And then we might need to start exploring sideways and perhaps open up another mine shaft to start exploring more silver and gold options. Because unfortunately, digging deeper, yes, we can get more things like silver and gold, but also it is a little bit too dangerous because we have to just keep returning every single moment. And just because the time it takes just to go down and up will eat up all the fuel that we normally will use to mine with. So, I'm actually right now going to go here. Because then we have another area to start looking through. And they just give us a gold right away. Very nice. So gold in this sense should give us about $30, like $31, if the math works out there. Because they do round down on the cost. So $31 for a piece of gold. Quite a long ways away from the 250 you normally get, right? Oh, 27? Oh, my math was really off, but anyways though, $27 looks like. $27 for just one piece of gold. Again, normally it should be... I just slammed myself in the ground right there. But it should be $250 for a piece of gold. So, we definitely are on the lower end of the wealth spectrum here, given how little money we make. But that does add a bit of a challenge for me to make sure we play very carefully, especially these first... Cargo is full. That wasn't counting. But of course we need to play safe, play properly, and we'll save our pennies to get the first upgrade of the game. So let's go ahead and grab this piece of silver, another piece of gold, and we'll grab all this bronze to go. Every little bit does make a difference here eventually. So, we still got a few more pieces of bronze to get. That's $62, okay. Just little by little bit, we're going to make our way into the first wealth bracket here so that we can hopefully and possibly get our first upgrade. Again, having this many Satan's heads going this far into this career of doing motherload, it does make things a fair bit more difficult, but I think this adds, again, that nice flair of a challenge so that we can have the bragging rights of collecting 10 Satan's heads, as is our goal so far. But as of right now, we're still at our very humble beginnings of dealing with just scraps of money here. $21 for the nearly full inventory of bronze. That is quite brutal, but that is the life that we signed up to do. So let's go back down there again. Let's collect that silver too while we're at it. So bronze and silver. I think every opportunity is silver we're going to have to collect whenever we can here. Let's see here. Let's go grab this. Okay. A Marsquake. Wasn't expecting that, only 500 feet deep, but okay. That could be a good thing, because they could shuffle in more silver and gold. Yeah, playing at this high level of difficulty, I guess that's possible. But I sure would like to see some more gold in the area then, if that is the case. So far we just get some silver and bronze, and we do need to return to the surface. Almost lost track of that. But just more Marsquakes, okay. We're just shaking up all... hello? That has never happened before? I think I should try to clip that. You know what? Let's do that. Sorry. This is this has just never happened before. Let me quickly put this together here so that I can clip what in the world just happened. Because when we return to the surface, there's 3 Mars quakes in a row. Let's see. Yeah, let me just review this footage. So we got 1 for processing the minerals. If we go collect the fuel, that's 2. And then did I return 1 more time? Or is that 8? Was it just 2? How did I get 3 in a row? I guess that's how. Okay. I can't really go back any further. Okay. Oh, I'll read that footage at a later time, I think. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and put ourselves back here. I'm sorry, I gotta reorganize all my things right here. Okay, there you go. Alright, so let's just go back. We had 3 Mars quakes. Yeah, it's an oddity, but not the end of the world. Again, I think at this early stage of the game, having all the dirt shaken up could be a good thing, actually, as more minerals can be placed into our direction because of it. So right now I just want to make my way back down to 500 feet, and hopefully we can see some gold along the way. That 422. You know, let's save for now because I'm getting a little bit paranoid that I might die with this much money. Again, it seems kind of weird that $400 is a lot of money in this game, but at least, yeah, okay, maybe it was a good thing that I did save the game, because I am now getting very, very excited to just end this run by just slamming the mining pod into the ground. There's 2 pieces of silver to get when we come back. Let's go grab this guy here. No more time. We have to go back up the surface here. Getting there to $500 as well. You know, let's go up. Let's start collecting these pieces of silver. Let's make sure I don't forget that. Let's go down, grab this piece of silver. Let's go down some more. And let's go grab this piece of silver here. And then let's go make our way back out of here. Got the fuel first. $470. We're really just inching our way forward. It looks like this quake didn't really do any favors for us, sadly. No extra gold. Let's clear away for the silver first, and we can come back for the other one. So we'll grab you. You, although we gotta make sure our greed doesn't kill us here, so we gotta go up to the surface. Oh dear. Were we about to make it? No, we're not. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Our greed did kill us, as always. So we're gonna have to respawn back in at about 414. So, oh well. Such is the way that it goes for this kind of a challenge. Now that. Okay, this map decides to be a lot more generous and give us 2 pieces of gold right away. That is very thoughtful of them. So let's go sell all that, and maybe we'll be in a better spot now. Yes, we are. $503, good. Just about 250 more. plus or minus all the expenses for the gas that we use up here. So we'll get this piece of silver, and let's get back. Okay. Put up on the gas there. Alright. We'll just take the bronze with us. Another piece of gold. Very nice. Let's have a look here. We get rid of this. Okay. We're making our way to 600. Just one little step at a time is all that we need to do. Another piece of gold up there. Piece of silver down at the bottom, another piece of silver just right underneath, so we'll go grab this silver right here. We need to return to that gold so that we can make headway into our first upgrade. Every little bit counts, so we're gonna grab all that. Alright, so we're getting close to the home stretch there. Just need just a little bit over $100 more here. So let's start digging down some more. We're gonna have to make a different way into that silver. We can't grab it from where we are right now. We can grab that silver for sure. Grab all these minerals right here. More silver waiting for us, but first I do want to make sure the mining shaft is straight. Turn. Just a second here. My nose is a little bit runny today. I'm feeling pretty okay. Just, I don't know. My nose decides to become a faucet tonight. But let's go make our way to that piece of silver there. We're right there at the home stretch of where we need to be money-wise. That really shouldn't have dealt damage to me, but alright. That's a bit of the fortunate matter is that repairs just cost a lot of money right now. We really can't afford it. Not when we're putting everything into... Well, first is a Marsquake. When we put everything to needing that first fuel tank upgrade. Alright. You know, if they're gonna shuffle things around, we're just gonna start a second mine shaft here. Because why not? So let's see here. We're right at the home stretch of where we need to be. At the... Okay, there's a piece of gold. That's what we were talking about. Let's go grab that guy. Although we are out of time. So we're going to have to go return with some fuel. And let's see to it that we can grab that piece of gold. Okay. No chances are taken here today. Got this bronze. Because gold is a little bit less than $30, so I want to make sure we at least have a little bit of money to also support a little bit of extra fuel that we can buy to keep ourselves afloat. Okay, very good. So let's go sell these. Let's go grab our fuel tank here. Our very first $750 fuel tank. And now we actually need money so we can go and repair our mining pod, because we did such a great job damaging ourselves in this early game. So, we'll like to see what we can do here. especially now with this fuel tank, our next step is that we do need to find a nice artifact to kind of skyrocket us through the next upgrades that we really need. Sorry. But any artifact will do. We simply just need something to get us going. So, as is tradition that we just started more or less last live stream, is that if we ever see any artifact at all, it will then trigger one of our sounds from our soundboard. But first, let's try to sell this. Let's sell y'all you. So if any artifact is found, when we get down to the bottom of the mine shaft here, then we get our "there you go" sound effect to occur with a simple
"there you go"
as a bit of an exclamation for a very fortunate artifact to give us instant money. As again, as the header states there, is that Satan heads only reduce the cost of minerals and not the artifacts. So the artifacts are all exactly the same at the values that they give you, which is perfect because that's definitely what we need to keep ourselves alive during this time. So we're going to start fishing for it because we're going to be nearing that 1,000 feet depth, and we'll go from 1,000 all the way to like 1,500, and then we're going to start really scouring the map for any artifacts because they're extremely important to us. So with that, if we find anything at all, again, we're going to collect it, and we'll be searching from the 1,000 to 1,500 feet depths. Piece of gold, not really that important. I mean, we have enough money for fuel at least, so we just gotta keep going down because every second here does take a lot longer to dig down at this depth with just the starting drill. So we want to make sure that we maximize our fuel for what we're doing and looking for here. Let's go grab these 2 pieces of silver, head back up. Okay. Very nice. Feet deep. Okay. There. The nose isn't clogged, but it's just really runny for whatever reason. I gotta focus in here. Don't wanna end this run sadly because I'm not paying attention to the fuel. We're at 1,300 feet deep. Let's make our way to 1,500, and then we're most likely going to need to check another mine shaft, sadly. Looks like this artifact, just like in our speed runs, is being very evasive from us. Man, yesterday, not this, but last time we were streaming, although we had a bunch of money already at that point, we were coming across artifacts left and right. I was spamming that soundboard with every time that we found one with another.
There you go.
Every time that we saw an artifact lying in the dirt. So hopefully we can find something soon enough because we definitely need it if we're gonna look to further our game along here. So let's go with our secondary mine shaft here. And let's see what we can do. fuel already. Let's refill and save the game here. We have a little bit more money than we started with. Let's have a look here. Okay, 850, nothing yet. So if this mining shaft fails, we're gonna need to go one on all the way to the right side of the map. And although it seems very unlikely, but whatever chance that there may be, if that also fails to give us any artifacts, we will most likely need to restart the map, so we have another chance at it. So it seems a little scummy that we're resorting to such tactics, but really there is no chance for us to advance in this game with the amount of money that you're making unless we find an artifact. So let's see how generous this game is going to be to us, and we'll make a decision based off of that. And there you go.
There you go.
That is our first artifact. Okay, hang on. I'm being a little bit dumb there, but we'll have to come back anyways with fuel. So the dig sideways there to make a path to it, but we'll let's first do this, let's do that. Okay, $5,000. What are we gonna do with $5,000? I think for one, we are going to need to, because treasure gives $5,000 once you dig it up. We're mostly going to need to do a little bit of repairs. Or we can upgrade to the Iron Hulks. We're going to need that anyways. So there's a $5,000 right there. And a platinum down there. We'll go ahead and take that. Okay. So we are going to need a $2,000 fuel tank. We're going to need a 750 hull, maybe even a 750 engine. Actually, I don't know why I refilled the fuel tank when you get a better one anyway. So you get $2,000 fuel tank, we get a 750 hull. We don't have enough for the engine, we just have just the drill. Yeah, $2,000 drill is going to be important right now. We're going to need that. Okay, so let's go back down here. Well, no. I want to go back to this mine shaft here, because artifacts are the key right now. So let's go down here, and let's go and see if we go down to 1,500 feet deep, if we can find any other artifacts. If not, let's go to our third mine. Let's go make a third mine shaft, and then we'll go back to original, because we want to really make sure we scour anything for surface level artifacts before we go any deeper with our current mine shaft. And so the 1,500 is kind of like a telling measure. I just keep going down until we get to the full extent of this fuel tank, and then we'll just return to the surface whenever we need to, which we need to do. I think I would like to get this platinum. That is kind of helpful. Let's go get this piece of platinum. Let's go get it. How are we on space route? We can hold on the last platinum piece. Okay. And that's good enough for now. Let's return to the surface. Okay. We are making some pretty nice headway, but we still need more artifacts, without a doubt, before we can start trying to trek our way down to the level where Amazonet's gonna be at. Let's go sell this. Grab that. And let's go make our third mining shaft here all the way on the right side, so we have more or less the entire map covered so far. And let's make sure that we've covered every last block here to make sure that we have what we need. And cargo bay being full, not our problem right now. We just want to go as fast as we can down to the level of 1500 feet. Let's return to the surface here. And let's settle back down there again. We can leave that Platinum B for now. We just want to focus on a possible artifact. Okay, we're at the 1500 feet to our third mining shaft, but so far the game is deciding to be very scarce on dishing out the artifacts. So far only got one, which was one piece of treasure, which was very nice, but we are lacking. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, they give one more.
There you go.
We hit that sound effect, so we have $1,000 more with the dinosaur bones. Well, we would argue how really effective that is, but no matter. Artifacts are artifacts. They're not affected by the Satan's Head's cost reduction. So, we'll take it and we'll sell what we have, and we shall save, and let's go buy as well. Let's go buy another engine so we can build it faster. Maybe even a cargo bay as well we're at it. So buy those so we actually have pretty okay upgrades to move along now. So, let's go back to our main mining shaft here. We did also go down to 1500 feet deep here. But let's see how far we can go down before the game completely demolishes us with all the rocks it's going to send our way. If they do so at all. We'll collect that platinum. Let's see here. Got a lot of rocks in our way already. Okay, we got more rocks on our way. Wow. A lot of rocks stopping us from passing. Might seem a bit unfortunate, but I think because we're just not really getting the artifacts that we need. I'm feeding for the religious artifact to give us $50,000 right up from the start there. So let's why don't we go, well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, unfortunately, although it might seem a bit scummy, we will have to, I'm gonna restart the map. Those rocks will be unclearable because we don't have the money for dynamite. Not until we get something more favorable. So Okay, that was the wrong block to dig through, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll move our way through again with our current upgrades. We just want to reset the map so we can hopefully find a better artifact. Okay. Maybe 2,000 feet deep. Okay, so we're gonna do the same strategy again. We're gonna go down 1,500 on 3 different locations, just so we can cover the entirety of the map to see if we can find that artifact. So let's go back to 1,000 feet deep, and let's have a look. Would the game be so inclined to give us the money that we need to have a chance to go into the depths of Mars? We'll collect this platinum there. We are back at 1,500, but no, nothing at all. Okay, so a rolling of the dice is not really favorable right now. Oh, such is this game. Go to the surface. Let's go and try our next spot, and we'll see what that looks like. So, yes, David Amner's back again. Yes, we are still going at it indeed. Oh, I didn't post the clip of it. I should have saved the clip, but we did. Last time that we were live, we did get the next Satan's. As you can see, our Satan's head count is 8 right now. So we did move up. We're just 2 away from our goal of getting 10. So we are back at the early game once more, now with only 1/9 of the value of the minerals that are sold from us. So something like silver only gives us $11 from the 100 that it normally would give. And so we are once more just digging for an artifact to help us along to these next stages. But yes, it's good to see you back here again. I'm definitely hoping to see if we can get, at least by the end of today, hopefully have a chance of getting that 9th Satan's head. So let's see if this game will be generous to us once more. We got a few artifacts since to start us off, but we do need more, and especially the expensive ones, so we can get our upgrades here. Okay, we get down to 1,000. We can go back up to the surface again. Okay, let's sell all of this. Okay, so let's see if we can roll the dice properly here. It is luck against all luck that we can find an artifact to give us the money that we need. Going down to 1,500, and there it is right there! Hit that sound effect.
There you go.
For our $50,000 for the religious artifact, the best artifact in the game, and that will definitely help us move on through. Alright, now we can lock in here to focus to this next part. So, let's go ahead and go grab ourselves a ruby drill. We don't really need anything else at this point. We already have our fuel tank. Don't really need a radiator right now. So, what we're going to do is that we're going to start buying some consumables. Let's go buy 2 portals here, 4 fuel tanks, and 9 dynamite. Okay, now let's save the game here because that did skyrocket us to the next phase here. Okay, so well, yeah. So it's a little bit of still actually a little bit of crossroads. Yes, of course, that was an amazing drop. That was the exact artifact that we were looking for to keep us going. But my concern now is the fact that we have consumables like dynamite and fuel tanks and the like, but the issue is that unless we get better artifacts, we won't be able to replenish them. So like, I have a big scare right now that if we come across like a Marsquake, we could be cooked. Because if it shuffles all of our progress, all of our consumables basically went to nothing. So even right now, although I could use a reserve fuel tank to keep going, again, we just do not have the reliable source of income to be able to be using things like that right now. So for now, we're just gonna move our way through and make our way down to hopefully ruby level. But like, yeah, because ruby is, at this point, 1 ruby only refills 1 dynamite. That's how crazy little money we get from minerals. So, and of course, this is exactly when the game starts throwing all of its rocks right at us, because there's no other way to clear past the rocks other than to explode them with dynamite. So that's just really funny. Now, even with that, we still need more artifacts. It cannot be stated how important they are as a source of good money for us to buy the consumables to even have a chance at getting down to the Amazonite level, which is going to be about like 5,800 feet deep. So we're closing in the halfway mark, but everything becomes more dangerous also when you start moving down to that level. So, you know what, screw it, we're going all the way. We're going to start using our fuel tanks here, and let's see how far we can go. Maybe we can find some diamond, who knows. So, because we have fuel tanks, we can use the last second there. So we do have a few more to go, about 4. So that's 3 of the reserve fuel tanks left. Let's see, let's dump out all this useless stuff right now, because this Einsteinium is a lot more worth for us. So we'll grab that. And a piece of treasure. That's 1 artifact right there.
There you go.
Hit him with the "there you go" sound effect. And there is a piece of lava. Okay. We have 4 sticks of dynamite left, and I personally do not care right now. So we're gonna dig past it. We have a portal to take us back to the surface. There is an emerald there on the left side, but we'll come back to that at a later time. Right now, we just wanna do everything in our power to at least make any sort of way towards like a diamond or ruby level for us to start making some money. Okay. Fuel up. Now we have to be prudent about this. Is that a last? No, we have 1 more piece of dynamite left. Alright, rubies, please show up so that we can restock on those pieces of dynamite. Very helpful if that happened. Let's dump some things here. So we have room for the emerald. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of a digging around from all this dangerous lava. That is our last of our dynamite. So the rest will have to be all dig around here. 4,000 feet deep, please. Oh, that's a terrible rock formation. What? What is that? And there's a piece of ruby for us. Okay. We can't get it there because we'll die if we can. Oh, another piece of ruby for us up there. Although we will need to work around that. Like this. Okay. There's a little bit of optimism now. We do have one more fuel tank left as well. Oh! Another piece of ruby. We're gonna have to come back for you and dump that platinum. These rubies are the real make or break moment for us. Wow. Okay, that rock really messes up this right there. Dump that out. Alright, let's return to the surface for now. And hopefully we can replenish on the things that we need. So. Oh dear. A little bit of course, and there's a Marsquake. Okay. A little bit overzealous on the buying of the dynamite, but let's just see how bad the damage is, and we might need to sadly restart the map if we don't come across anything to help us out here. Unfortunately, even down to the level that we dug to, the Marsquake would have been able to shift everything around down there as well. It isn't really until 5,800 feet deep where the Marsquake stops shuffling things around. Well, the hope beyond hope is that there could possibly be an artifact waiting for us down there. That dealt damage. Wow. 4 rocks in a row? I don't have that kind of money. Oh, yo. I think we might be cooked on this run already, because there's all these rocks, we didn't get an artifact, and the money that we're making is simply not enough. So, yeah. I actually might need to restart and refresh the map. It's a little bit unfortunate that it has to come to this, but there really is very little that I can do with it. Yeah, look, these rocks are just killing us. No, that's not happening. Let's load back in. Okay, it's fine. We have what we need. We're back at the 8 sticks of dynamite. Again, those are definitely have to be saved until we can find something that's useful for us. Maybe another artifact, but we'll see how our journey is down based on the rock formations as well. That is another aspect to how we can save money, is that we do not need to spend every last penny trying to blow up rocks that are going to be sent back our way from another Mars quake. So, things do get quite brutal here at this many Satan's Heads deep. But that is the type of gaming experience that we signed up for. So let's see here. Okay, and we hit him with
There
the,
you go.
as is the first one. We get a Martian skeleton, very nice. $10,000, very helpful to buy fuel tanks and more dynamite, and we have some dinosaur bones, which we can't get from right there. All right, well let's go return for now, and let's see what we can do from that. Buy you. I'll buy. Oh, I guess we'll buy one of you for that. Okay. We sold it. Yeah, we did. We did sell it. Okay. Okay. That put us in a better position for now. Let's go back down and collect that dinosaur bone that was waiting for us there. So we have to go from up here to do that. All the way there on the left side. So there it is right there. So hit him with another,
There you go.
as another artifact for $1,000 for those dinosaur bones. Okay. We'll go past all this. We just gotta focus on trying to go down to the depth of maybe... Let's start using dynamite on those rocks. Maybe down to the level of perhaps some diamonds? Maybe? Like, and those rubies really didn't pay out the way that I thought they would, but that is the way that it goes in this type of game mode. Okay, yeah, they're just a ton of rocks. Alright, cool. We're not making that money back anytime soon until we find another artifact. So thank you, game, for that one. Alright, we're going to use a reserve fuel tank once we get to the lowest level possible. And let's see. And oh, there's a Martian skeleton. Now that is our money back for sure. Let's refuel right there. And with another artifact,
There you go.
that is another there you go moment for ourselves, as we are in the positive once more. A whole roller coaster of a ride on this Satan's Head run, but that is fully to be expected with what this game treats you like. There is a religious artifact right there on the right side. That is 100%.
There you go.
Another there you go moment. That's $50,000. I dug in the wrong area, but that is $50,000 right into our bank accounts. That is what we're looking for. So hopefully, with this great infusion of money, we will be able to... Alright, again, we're now back to going to Artifact City over here. We gotta make sure we have the right path to it. There is going to be another set of dinosaur bones waiting for us. Means that it is another
There you go.
for ourselves with a nice $1,000 right into our accounts. Okay. Okay, we're feeling pretty good about that, but we just need to make sure we have all the consumables to get down to the Amazonite layer. And that is a layer which we can actually consistently make some money and buy the upgrades that we need, and then start looking to make an impact on our final goal, of course, of fighting the boss, Mr. Natus, who, at this point, we do need to start thinking about our strategy of fighting him, because the amount of damage that he does when you run into him, we can test it, but at this point I'm pretty certain, given how little health I had last time. But the sheer amount of damage that you take if you run right at him and then explode the plastic explosives underneath him, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to one-shot you. So, although that was and another set of dinosaur bones, okay.
There you go.
That is another artifact into our bank account. But I'm quite certain with the guarantee of death from Mr. Natus, and that's some ruby right there. We will need to go around for that. But with the guarantee that we are going to die from Mr. Natus' attack, we are going to need... I'm just gonna dump everything. Everything's useless at this point. But we absolutely need to make sure that we can practice our ability to explode the plastic explosives after we pass by him. So yeah, it's a little bit of a weird tech, but it's something that I think is necessary if we have any chance at all finding him. So with that, we have 2 more fuel tanks. We're all out of dynamite, of course we are. So we need to keep that in mind as we keep moving through here. Okay, and that's a piece of treasure which can't be collected. Okay, we'll have to come back. We'll come back. That piece of treasure is not able to be collected without use of dynamite, which we all ran out of. So we have nothing to sell really. Let's just go get all the consumables. Let's just go do that, huh? We'll get 5 for you. Okay. Good. No Mars Quake. That's exactly what we needed. Let's get back down. Hilarious. That's also hilarious, just taking damage like that. But that is another piece of treasure.
There you go.
That is good for us. Okay. Will we be able to find the minerals that we need to keep ourselves going here? Okay. Oh, we got a ruby there, but yeah, it's kind of worth our time. Hey. And okay, well, they gave us another treasure, so that's nice. I'll take that.
There you go.
That is another artifact and another ruby. Okay. Now that is a nice steady amount of income I can definitely get behind. And a diamond. Wow. We are now getting showered in the things that we need. Although we still need a lot more. But definitely this is a Martian skeleton. That's what that is. Okay. Let's see. Can we navigate around? Yes, we can. And then we also need to navigate around again to use one stick of dynamite for both. Piece of lava right there. Okay. Alright. That's looking a bit more promising. Although I am gambling with the life of this run right now. But let's go down to 5,000 feet deep before we need to start using explosives to make our way any deeper. Because now the chance of exploding dirt is a big reality, and we do not have the means at all to survive it. So let's go down to 5,000 feet deep, and then we'll see to it that okay. One time. Okay.
There you go.
That is another dinosaur bone for us. Okay. So why don't we collect all these rubies and then return to the surface for now? I would certainly like to repair the hole before we do anything else here. Of course, before 5,000 feet, of course. Oh my goodness, we didn't save. Oh no. Oh, it's always gonna be greed that gets us. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever, we're fine. We're fine. We saved it. We saved it at least long ago enough where we can. It's not that big of a deal. Or more or less resetting the map is what we're doing. So, all right, game. You proved the point. You proved the point. Yeah, the run was so good. Yes, thank you. I know. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We saved it long enough where we have... It was basically before we started collecting that diamond and whatnot, so... I'm not too mad. I just thought it would be funny to just go for the greedy play. But of course, that's exactly where this game punishes you for it, so... Whatever. Again, thankfully, we didn't die at anything that really made a difference. But yes, will they change location? Well... At least location as in the map is reset. Yeah, the ores are all reset. And the artifacts as well. That's actually kind of a good thing for us. Again, that we have another chance at getting more artifacts. So yes, it's good to know that we can think of it that way. At least in the sense there will be better ores or artifacts for us to go. So that's the way that it is. I was being kind of greedy, but there is another artifact right there, right? We have one dinosaur bones.
There you go.
That will be one for us right there. Although dinosaur bones are the worst artifact, it still is something at least to keep us going here. So yes, it's not too bad, and I think for us to save on our consumables, once we go to low fuel right here, because we're only about 1,000 feet deep, I can just fly up to the surface to refuel. So I don't mind that either. So let's go dig through here. Let's go back to the surface, and let's fuel back up. And we actually have enough money to go and buy one more consumable. So let's go buy another stick of dynamite, and let's head back down there. Not that, we do this. There you go. Okay. Very nice, very nice. So let's go further down. I'd like to see perhaps another religious artifact, or if we can get that as well, another piece of diamond. But even then, diamonds only give us like $12,000 around, maybe the 12,500. So it's not necessarily amazing either for the second most expensive mineral in the diamond, giving us that much money. So But that is a piece of treasure which I need to go back up to get, because I dug down a bit too far. So,
There you go.
that is an artifact. So we're definitely well on our way to the next step here on this run. But let's go all the way down. Refill right there. And let's keep going. Our first rock, that's fine. Alright. But I'm still having it in the back of my mind that perhaps sometime in the future, once after I finish getting all 10 Satan's heads, I don't know if I might make it a goal, perhaps a channel goal one day, if we get enough followers, which I can try to do going from 0 all the way to 10 Satan's heads in one day. It seems quite ambitious, but given that we've done it that at that point we'd have done it once already, it just takes all the perseverance in the world to just go sit down and keep going through each Satan's heads so we get all 10 again from the very start. Again, that's something that I have in the back of my mind. We'll see if we can ever get to that. But there's a piece of ruby that needs to be dug out all the way on this right side, so I need to go grab that real quick. Let this guy right. No, it needs to be dug out some more. Okay, that's just really funny. But let's refuel right here. And let's go grab this ruby that's been hiding from us. So we have to dump all these out. Oh, that's right, it's 2 pieces of ruby. Okay, very nice. I'll take both of you. And let's go back down. Two? Yo! I gotta clip this. What is this? This is 2 religious artifacts next to each other? That's crazy! Let's see, where is the clip on there? Thank you. Okay. Alright. We'll come back to edit that later, but that's nuts!
There you go.
We go grab both of them. What in the world?
There you go.
I have never seen that before. I know, that's crazy lucky. Yo, alright, this is it. This is how we make this game into a legendary one, for sure. For sure. That's straight up just $100,000 right into our accounts. My goodness. Okay. Good. Okay, so that, I guess that really means that I do have to play safe. We'll go down to that. Let's see, we're not entirely full either. Okay. So we're gonna go down to that about like 4,800 feet deep. And then I'm just gonna turn back around. We have too much money in our bank account now to, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we do not let that greedy demise happen to us again. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, that's you definitely have that correct. So let's try to be careful this time and return back with all of the consumables that we need to handle making our way down to the Amazonite level. Oh, that was after all my years playing all my years playing Motherlode, and okay, there's a Martian skeleton over there. But all my years of playing Motherlode, we have never gotten
There you go.
2 religious artifacts just right next to each other like that. That might even be like a once in a lifetime roll right there. Let's go do this. I'll grab this ruby here. We need to pay attention to our our inventory. Okay. There is a diamond there. This game is really wanting to just award us basically with everything right now. So we have enough. Dump one more. Why not? So we're gonna grab both diamonds and then let's go back up to the surface here. That is enough of that. Okay. Okay. That's what we want to see. So sell all that. We really don't need any other upgrades right now, except we just have to make sure we can get to the Amazonite layer for sure. 15, let's go buy the rest of you. Yes. That is quite true, yeah. These Flash games, Heli Attack, Chasm, Halfling, Asia War, yeah. Exactly. I mean, that's probably why I'm doing what I do here on this YouTube channel, because I know you're watching from the YouTube side of things. We're making videos on all the games that I grew up with. Of course, it was a different time back then of people wanting to play the newest release that were all able to be done so for free. Hang on, there's a Martian skeleton right there, which we missed, so we're gonna grab that. But yes, you're absolutely correct, Alucard. Those games are a thing of the past, right? And that's probably what we're trying to relive a little bit here on these live streams and on the videos that I make, is that we could perhaps go back to a time where we didn't have to pay what, like $80-90 for a single video game, which is just the 16th version of the same one. You know, we can actually enjoy the things that that these developers made, you know, for passion's sake, not just for money. So, yeah. Oh, you cried from the Heli Attack video. Wow, that's a very nice reaction. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Heli Attack was definitely one of the games which I thoroughly enjoyed, because it was one of the best challenges that I could have gone through back then. We don't really need that diamond right now, but we can get this diamond. Yeah, Heli Attack is definitely one of my favorites. We might even, depending how things go, I might go for a couple runs of that too, because I haven't played that in a little bit on the live stream. But yes, Heli Attack is definitely... I need to stop slamming myself into the ground while we're talking, but yes, Heli Attack still is one of the greatest Flash games that I remember playing back then. So, okay, there is our first Amazonite, but we do need to be careful on how to get to it, so let's do this. And then let's do this. That is our first Amazonite of the game. Very nice. And let's just, I really have to make sure, because if we're going to return back here, I need to make sure that the path is straight. Unfortunately, using explosives, you just can't even see where your mining shaft was. So, okay, let's do this. Grab both of those rubies real quick. Make sure we can clear out space for that. Okay. That diamond, again, sometimes if things are just too far away now, because I have to invest sticks of dynamite into clearing a path, it's just not worth it sometimes. So, sadly, diamonds just aren't it right now. It has to be Amazonite to really keep us going here. Well, of course, because the diamond's free, you know, we're not gonna say no to free diamonds, but yeah. And there's an Amazonite there at the bottom right, which I see right here. Let's go grab that too. So let's go clear it out like this. Like this. And we have 269 with 16 plastic explosives. Okay. We do have a lot of plastic explosives. And we're getting quite heavy. So let's make sure we are still good on that. Okay. So back here. And focus on using plastic explosives more whenever we can. We can dig through this just fine. 2 pieces of diamond and a treasure. Okay, so let's see. Almost full. Take this diamond. We'll take this piece of treasure.
There you go.
As another thing for us right there. We can use this because we earned that money back. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I think that's all we can carry right now, and then we'll have to return back. Okay. Very nice. Okay. That is a good amount of money. Let's see. $200,000. Oh, that's not even enough, really, though. That's the issue. Oh, we just gotta collect. Okay. Okay. So let's make sure we have enough dynamite to last. Enough fuel to last. 30. Let's go make sure we have a big enough cargo bay. $5,000 cargo bay. We do need a better engine as well, for sure. But after that, I guess a fuel tank just for peace of mind. It gets kind of annoying with the fuel tank, so $5,000 would be okay. So let's go buy the rest of these. There you go. Okay, we'll save the game. All right, now we have made good headway, so we can reliably get some Amazonite. Now, okay, because it's 1/9 of the value. We need, because we need to get the best upgrades that we can to have a chance at fighting the boss. So we need 9 pieces of Amazonite every time to get an upgrade to our mining pod. So we need the hull, we need the radiator, and we need the drill. Because the drill is important because we are going to refresh the map multiple times just because we are not making anywhere near as enough money as we need to. So we absolutely need to make sure. Also, I want to make sure, did once in my lifetime, did I keep the mining shaft properly? Because it's very easy to lose track of where you came down from. But wow, I actually was pretty good at that. Okay, well, a lot of first times for what we're doing so far. But let's grab some diamond already. This diamond's easy to grab. I got these 2 pieces of diamond right here. And we're on top of that rock where we last left off. Yeah. So if you want just the upgrades, we're gonna need at least 27 Amazonite pieces. It's quite a lot. And it is absolutely necessary for us to be able to continue here. So if the game will be so inclined to start now giving us Amazonite, we'll be very grateful. So we can't touch any dirt, it's just way too dangerous for us. So let's go grab this piece of diamond. And diamonds are nice. They still give us like a little bit over $10,000, so it's something. But we still need actual Amazonite to help us out here. Okay. So from here we can do this. There you go. We got some Amazonite right here. Let's see if we just do one more time here. That's another Amazonite right there. A piece of treasure. Well, that will need dynamite, so
There you go.
that is another artifact into our bank account right there. Another Amazonite right there for us. Okay, another Amazonite right there. A diamond followed by an Amazonite. Okay. Okay. And the Amazonite's right hidden right here. Oh, that's right. Actually, no. We need the engine too. We need the most expensive engine in the game because we're carrying around so much Amazonite at this level. Like the engine we just become so heavy that we need the best engine to even possibly carry like upwards to like 20 pieces of Amazonite. So this is the reality that we live in. We stuff our pockets with the most expensive mineral in the game, and yet we can hardly carry ourselves and even buy the upgrades that we need to fight the boss. Isn't that funny? But check inventory. We're perfectly fine on inventory. It's just much more of the weight. We don't have a very good engine, so we're gonna get weighed down enough by all these heavy minerals that we're mining up. Okay, let's get this piece of Amazonite right here. Okay, let's go back up here. We need to do this actually. Yeah, we can collect the Amazonite right here. Collect that Amazonite. There you go. Now this is real mining hours right now. That's what we're talking about. And we're too fat. Okay, hilarious. Okay, that's fine. We just keep going down. We'll go all the way down and teleport back up to the surface. We get rid of this. We can grab that piece of Amazonite right there. Get rid of this guy. We can grab this piece of Amazonite right here. Oh! Oh, come on! Oh, yeah, okay. Perfect, perfect. We can grab this guy. Oh, hey, that's another one. Let's see, we're perfectly fine on capacity right now. We almost made it to the direct bottom here. Yeah, there it is, okay. Oh, come on! Yeah, get up, get up! Yeah, we're just so heavy, full of all those minerals, it's very hard to lift ourselves once we start collecting enough of them, so... Let's, come on! I know you can do it! Bro! Yeah, we're so heavy. Okay, okay. No, go! Dude, we need to get up there to be able to get that piece of Amazona. We don't have... Wait, actually, hang on. Oh! We have to go up one more level. Come on! We were going vertically. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're completely fine. Alright, that was planned. That was all planned. Look at that. 2 more pieces of Amazon, you see? Look how amazing that was. Oh, we got another. See, now our greed is gonna kill us again, but we gotta make sure we get all the Amazonite we can before we go back up to the surface. So, that's right, Pog. No, come on. We can get one more. Again, it's always one more, right? No, we're not addicted. Just one more. Just one more. Oh, just 2 more, you know? Just 3 more. I see 3 pieces of Amazonite, you know? Don't worry about it. Oh, we're too heavy. We can't go up. No. Okay, whatever. It's fine. We got enough. We got enough. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a complete joke. Just how little we can move because we're stuffed with 20 pieces of Amazonite right there. Oh my goodness. All right. So now we have over $1 million. Okay. Yeah, we can stop whenever you want. See, Alucard, you know exactly what we're dealing with right now. Okay. So, just for sake of our own sanity, we have to get the Amazonite drill first. And then we'll go get the $5,000 hole, $5,000 hole. Okay. And we're gonna need to then buy the rest of our consumables because we still need to make sure we're good on that. Let's go get 30 of you. And let's go get the rest of you. At least the second one of you just for safekeeping. Okay. Good. Okay. Alright. So now we're gonna be at the stage where we just are gonna look to mine out as much of this map as possible, and once we collect all the Amazonite, we're gonna have to save and reload because we need this map reset so we can try to collect even more. Because at least to what I'm kind of looking at right now is that we need at least obviously we need all of our upgrades, but we also are going to need at least like 500, maybe even 600 plastic explosives to fight the boss, because he gets more health too at this level. So normally the boss, like at the very base difficulty, the boss Mr. Natus, he has 1,000 health at the start. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I actually need to go back up to 5,700. Yeah. So what I usually do here as well is I go 5,700. We start digging here. And we're going to start looking for Amazonite again at this level now. But, as I was saying though, the boss, he has 1,000 health at the first phase, and then he has a 2,000 health on the second phase. But because we have the 8 Satan's heads in our inventory, that means that the boss now, when we fight him, he's going to have... I think he's going to have 9,000 health in the first phase, and he's gonna have 18,000 health in the second phase. So he just gets monstrously tanky. So we just need a whole bunch more explosives just to be able to fight him. And then right now as well, with the way things have gone, is that I have to change up my strategy. I cannot use the strategy I've been using before to try to fight him. We will need to practice that as well, because he can one-shot us. Even with all the upgrades that we have, he can simply just do an attack and we'll just die off of one hit. So a lot of new things that I have to be ready for, but I'm definitely excited to see what we can do. Because this Satan's head is gonna mean a lot, for sure. Because then after that, we are just one more away from breaking our own, breaking at least what I perceive as the record for just how difficult you can make this game. Now, we got a lot of diamonds, but I'd appreciate the game could give us some Amazonite, because we're down at the level we need to be. Game? Okay, there you go, that's one. We're near the bottom, and where is the Amazon? Okay, yeah, that's kind of the idea. If you start complaining, the game understands and they'll start sending you some things, right? So, but we're already at the bottom of this section of the map. Ooh, that was very, very little Amazonite. We're already here at the bottom. Okay, so we can go back here. This is where we last left off. Again, we can collect these pieces of Amazonite right here. Artifact, yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we're looking for the artifacts while we're at it too, but right now the Amazonite is definitely where we need to be. Okay, oh wait, this is that's the edge of the right side of the map already. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is that we're actually gonna go back up. If we can fly back up, please. Okay, I know I'm not that fat right now. 14 pieces of diamond. Come on. However slow it's gonna be. Okay. Again, that cutoff is about 5,700 feet high into the air. That's where the Amazonite hopefully will start to spawn. So, usually on average, a full map should have close to like around like 50 to 60 pieces of Amazonite, but we're not getting anywhere near as I thought we would. But we'll see. We got some already. Again, Amazonite always takes priority over diamond, but I want to see what we can do. Okay, so we're back here. Let's go all the way to the right side. Okay. Wait, what was that? Did I see that at the top? No, that's diamond. Okay. 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 Let's go from here. Now that's an artifact. Okay. And that's $50,000.
There you go.
We hit that sound effect every time that we grab one of those. $50,000 from the religious artifact. Very nice. And let's go all the way from the right side of the map this time. There's another artifact, the Martian skeleton.
There you go.
We hit that sound effect every time that we do. So that's quite nice. But our hunt for the Amazonite is still going on. We're only one out of the many, I guess, three more upgrades that we need for this mining pod. So let's see. We'll grab this diamond so long as it's very conveniently on the way for us. We'll grab this one too. Okay, another Amazonite. We can grab this diamond while we go down. Another artifact, $10,000 for the Martian skeleton. Okay, we can go down here. Use this, grab that Amazonite there. We're almost full there. That's all useless. Okay, we got this diamond on the way. Grab this diamond on the way. Alright. Well, they're just feeding us a lot of diamond now. Okay. Now that's another Amazonite right there. Okay. Some more diamond. 2 more diamonds. Alright. We're completely full minus 1 spot. Will we get 1 more Amazonite for the road? The answer is yes. 2 more, actually. I'm gonna dump those rubies. And we are objectively just too heavy to fly anymore. Alright, we have one more spot. Who wants to go into that last spot in the inventory? No one! Okay, let's go back to surface. Alright, that's fine. Slam this into the ground all you want. That was just under $1 million for all that I sold. Holy moly. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, we used all the plastic explosives. Okay. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Before we do that, I need to make sure we buy one other upgrade. So we need the radiator now. We need that. So let's make sure that. So that's almost all the upgrades done. We'll go buy more of you. Let's see. I want to make sure we go to like 40 of you. Okay. Alright. Oh, Marsquake. Okay. Now we're at a little bit of an interesting situation here because the Marsquake makes the lift that you spend all our dynamite, but it doesn't shuffle any of the Amazonite. That I know from experience. So I think this is actually a perfect moment. So we're gonna go save here. And then we're just gonna reset the map because we still need a whole lot more money, and yeah, no, there's just no point. So we're gonna go back. We have the Amazonite drill again. My paranoia from last time that we came back did come to fruition. We have the best drill now. So we have the best drill, we have the best hull, and we have the best radiator, which means we can drill through lava now without a problem. Although I didn't buy any repair bots. Oh, that's what I just realized. Okay. Well, it'll be fine either way. We'll just drill through lava. So we can make quick work of all this dirt in our way. And let's see if reshuffling this map will give us the Amazonite that we need to hopefully. So we need the engine upgrade, and then we're going to need. We're gonna need. I'm trying to think about this because numbers-wise, so lava doesn't feel like dirt. Yeah, so lava deals damage to you, but in order for you to stop that damage, you need the radiator. I know, like for new players, the radiator. So right now we have the Tri-Turbine Freon Array. I guess that's what they call it. That's the best radiator in the game. So radiators do help you mitigate damage. So it stops damage from all sources basically, except for fall damage. So like lava, exploding dirt, and also the boss too. I learned that also as well. It actually stops the damage from the boss. So yeah, so that radiator is actually very important. And so now that we do have the best one in the game, we can drill through lava without a problem. We still take some damage, but we basically get rid of almost all the damage and the dangers out of the way. Again, the problem that I just realized is that I didn't buy any nano repair bots, so I didn't bring any repairs with me. But that is an artifact while in the middle of talking.
There you go.
That is another $50,000 right there for us. And so, we have exactly the best defenses right now. So, at full health, the exploding dirt won't kill us, and most definitely lava will not kill us unless we are intentionally low. So that's quite nice. And so at this stage, yeah, because like last time that I fought the boss at 7 Satan's heads, I had to refresh the map multiple times just because we didn't have the. Hang on.
There you go.
That is another artifact for us, but just because of how little money Amazonite gives us now, I do need to refresh the map multiple times to just try to mine as much as I can. So that is another. I guess part of the grind now. And this is Artifact City. We got another one.
There you go.
Another $50,000. Oh my goodness. Somehow, Artifact City happens when we don't desperately need artifacts. There's so many times again when I used to speedrun this game, we desperately need artifacts. Early on this game, you might have witnessed it too. We desperately needed artifacts, but finally now we have some. We have some good ones for us. Again, every dollar counts though, because we're gonna need like 800 plastic explosives, I think, to be able to fight the boss. So, but yeah, we can dig through this lava. Yeah, that lava did no damage to us. because we have the upgrades. We before that we would have died for sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll dig through lava for now until we get like closer to like half health, and then I'll stop so that we don't die from any other sources. Three religious artifacts? Oh my goodness, we are being completely showered in religious artifacts. That's $150,000 in just artifacts alone before we even got to the level where Amazonite even spawns. My goodness, that's quite nice. Okay, let's go to... Well, I'll start using explosives at maybe 5,000 feet deep. We'll start using explosives, and then we'll try to work our way to a full inventory of Amazonite to bring back to the surface. And we have one more upgrade to get, and then the rest are just buying only consumables to fight the boss. That's 4! Count of 4! Oh my goodness!
There you go.
4 religious artifacts. That is unheard of. I don't think I've ever gotten that many in just digging straight down before. Oh dear. What is this? Did something happen? Okay. I just got the notification that that my streaming service disconnected here. I want to make sure that we're back. Yeah, I know Aluncard, you just said we're gonna be loaded. Just want to make sure that everything's back. And I got the notification. Hopefully, we'll be back. Everything looks good. Okay. 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 Sorry, there's a little bit of scare there with this live stream, but I think we should be fine. Yeah. Hopefully, we didn't lose anything else right there. The stream is fine. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Just want to make sure we're good on that. Okay, let's start using explosives here. Let's make our way down. We'll kind of dump everything. All this is completely useless to us. Alright, there you go. We'll use a plus explosive there. Alright, Amazonite, start showing yourself. We want a full inventory of what you have. Let's see, is that 2? No, that's not it. There you go, okay. Okay. No, that diamond's not worth it. Gotta make that judgment call. We'll take these ones out for free. Good. Okay, there is a religious artifact for us right here. That's another $50,000.
There you go.
Man, we're just completely showered in those guys. That's very nice. Okay, the game is giving us plenty of artifacts, but we would like some Amazonite to help us out here. There's one. My OBS keeps telling me that the stream is disconnecting, at least for the Twitch side of things. but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being paranoid about it. Okay. So let's go grab this piece of Amazonite right here. Yes, I am streaming on Twitch as well. I do it on both at the same time. The Twitch stream should be, well, I do a good job putting in the description and the live stream, but on my videos it should be in there. There should be direct link to it on any of the videos on my description. They talk about it there. I think I talked about it too on my on the Heli Tech video, if I remember. Maybe I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I had it set up by that point. So you dump all that out. Let's go grab this Amazon up there. Let's see, was there one? No, this is diamond. Okay. We need to do this to make sure we get that piece of Amazon right there. Okay. Let's head back to our normal spot. Because we want to make sure we clean out the entirety of the left side of the map. Oh wow, I really drifted over. Holy moly. I really drifted over to the opposite side of the map. Okay. Oh, we're becoming quite fat already. There we go. Come on. No! It's not time already. We can go! Oh my goodness. Okay. We have to hit this weird angle to, like, get up in the air. It doesn't work every time. Oh, okay. So that's good. Alright, we're at the bottom. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with that. Let's just go back up. Okay. We'll take this. We're over 1 million. Good. Let's go get that engine now. So at least we should be able to hopefully move around a little bit easier. Complete full of all that stuff that we mine out here. Let's go grab like 20 of these. And then let's, because we can buy the better teleporter, we can do that. Okay. Alright, let's save the game here, and let's go back down again. Okay, so we have all the upgrades that we need, down to the last one. We're just going to need to just get money for repairs and for explosives. I have enough to, I'm pretty sure, beat the first level of the boss. Because I do want to test out some ideas for the second level of the boss. We do need to really make sure we have everything on the same page there, because I'll finish mining all the Amazona here, and we're gonna give a try at fighting the boss, just to see if we can, if all my ideas are correct about how to fight him. Let's see here. Where am I? Okay. Let's do this to make sure here. Where is the mining shaft? Okay. Let's see. No, yeah, I veered off entirely. Almost good mode, yeah. Well, you could say it like that. I just want to make sure I have a straight shot all the way down, and we'll collect the diamonds as we go. Okay. Yeah, and that's the bottom. Alright. Okay. Let's go back to 5,700 feet, and let's go to the complete right side of this map. Okay. Start from here. Alright. I'll grab this diamond here. Oh, this is kind of consistent how this Amazonite is scarce when we need him to show up. We're on the opposite side of the map, and there's one. I want to stick to... Ah, there's another thing. This greed is going to be the end of me. It is... Now they all start showing up, but I want to stick to the right side of the map. We'll come back for you later. Come back for that one later. Let's just really make sure we stick to this side of the map so we know that it's clear of all the valuable minerals. Just like that. This guy right here. Alright. They are hiding, yes. Yes, Amazonite does a very good job of hiding. Although it is very shiny and very unique in its look, it still does a good job at hiding from us when we need a lot of it. Back when you play on the normal difficulty, you really only need like 3 pieces of Amazonite and you could just fight the boss and you'll be fine. But now we need to clear out the map entirely just like multiple times. It's just to have a chance. Again, it's not even guaranteed. Just to have a chance at fighting the boss. But there's an artifact.
There you go.
And as we always do, we hit that sound for there you go every time we do get an artifact. But yeah, that is a real issue that we have to face now. We mistimed the explosive there, but it's fine. But yes, that is a life of someone who's mining down here with 8 Satan's heads. So let's keep going. Okay, we reached near the bottom here. Another no, this is some good Martian skill. I know I bought the $500,000 engine. Come on, we can go higher than that. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
That is another Martian skeleton in the books for us. Now, if we could just... If we... Oh, we have to do that. My goodness. I don't understand how I buy the most expensive engine in the game and it treats me this horribly in flying. We'll dump those out. Hey, we're not on a jump rope. Hello? Okay. Now that is a lot of Amazon. Okay, good. 4 pieces already. Let's take this guy first. There you go. Oh! Oh, oh. Come, bro. Dude. Why? Oh, I missed the jump. Oh, wait. Yes. We get that last... Okay, yeah, it is a jump. Okay, good, good. Alright, there you go. Alright. Okay. We'll just clear that out just because we can, but we're going to have to go back to the surface. And let's start buying. We have over $1 million in dollars here. Okay. Now at this point, I like to mute the game itself because it gets very loud with how many things I have to buy. So we're gonna just go our way through buying these. Let's go to like 220. Let's buy up the rest of these. Okay. Good. So let's put the sound back on. Alright. Good. Very good. Alright. So we cleared the complete right side of the map. Now we're going to go down to 5,700 feet deep and we're going to clear out the middle area of the map. So really, yeah, this whole map of Motherlode is kind of broken into those 3 sections, at least in terms of what you can see. So as long as we do that, we should have a good idea of clearing out the entirety of it. So what we're going to do is that we're going to mine out, or mine/explode out the middle section, and then we're going to go and sell everything that we have, and then we're gonna try to fight the boss. I know I'm not gonna be able to beat him because we still we have like a lot of stuff, like 221 explosives and 87 repair bots. That is actually just not enough to face him. So what we're gonna do is that at least I want to confirm and try to practice some of the strategy that I had in mind for him, and then we'll and I'm most likely gonna die, so we're gonna have to reload and refresh the map anyways. So that's the way that I like to spend my resources doing that. Alright, one more section of Amazon. I believe in your game. You're good at hiding all this good stuff, so it's time to hand it over. Okay. Wait a minute. No, that's nothing. Okay. Well, there's one right there. I have to go around for that. Okay. Oh, we can go 1, 2 like this. Grab those guys. Huh, I really cleared out this middle area that much? Oh, that leaves us to just do this and grab this guy. Well, yeah, I can save explosives by doing that. Okay, that's already at the bottom. Okay. Anything else going for us here? Okay. Oh, that's an artifact stuck up there. Let's go grab it. And we have to go all the way around for it. Wow. Am I gonna lose money trying to do that? Maybe, but it doesn't matter. Artifacts are artifacts. Yeah, let's go get this diamond first. And, of course,
There you go.
that is $50,000 right there. Basically, 10 plastic explosives. Okay. But I think that'll about do it. Other than diamonds that are laying around, there are no more Amazonite in this map. So we got what we came here for. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So let's return to the surface. Let's go one more round of buying. And then we can try to fight the boss. Let's go to 100. Let's see. Let's buy as many of these as we can. And let's buy a few more of you, just to be on the safe side here. Okay. Alright, let's go save the game right now, and let's head down. So, this is gonna be most certainly a loss, but I also personally need to know what I'm dealing with in terms of damage numbers, and just the... Sorry, there is a piece of treasure right here we have to get. We just have to, right? Artifacts is important.
There you go.
That is another artifact for us. Besides that detour, yeah, we just absolutely need to be able to fight the boss in the best way possible. So we're going to go down there, we're going to fight him, and we're going to go and see if the strategy that I had in mind works, and if I need to perfect my own technique so that we don't die when we get to the second phase. The second phase is really, really dangerous now, so we have to make sure we are in the best shape possible to be able to take care of it. Alright, let's go all the way over. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can fight him. He's got a spawn, but he also has to move over to the left side, so I have enough space on the map. So this is right now my current strategy of fighting him, is that we wait for his turn, we explode the explosives right underneath him. So this first phase isn't really a problem. He's got 9,000 health. Whatever. We dealt with worse before. Take care of all that. We're out of space on the left side already. Do you mind coming back here? Oh yeah, that's a miss. Oh yeah. That's a miss. back over here on the right side, running out of room. You can change direction? Come back here. Oh shoot, we're all out of repair bots. Oh well. I couldn't even get to the second phase. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't buy enough. So, yeah. Hang on. There's a little bit of a weird lag thing that happens here. There you go. Okay. Yeah. The game kind of bugs out when you die like that, but it's fine. Okay. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to the second phase because I ran out of repair bots. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to go try this again. So yeah, that was a little showcase for what we're dealing with. 118 repair bots. I mean, I was a little bit sloppy there myself in the fight, but yeah, we know we definitely need more than that. That's all the money we could have scrounged from our digging. So we're just gonna have to go dig back down again and see if how much more money we can get. So again, we already have all the upgrades that we need, so we just need to go buy as many explosives and repair bots that are possible to fight him. I really think that I'm going to need to... Well, in the best of the best worlds, if we get enough Amazonite, we can try to defeat him, but I highly doubt it. But we'll see. It doesn't matter. We'll mine out the Amazonite like we did last time, and then we're just going to try to fight him to as far as we can go. Because basically, every time that we do die in the boss fight, that just means we get to go back down and mine more Amazonite for more consumables. So, at least here, I was hoping that from that last boss fight I can try to practice my new strategy for fighting the second phase, but we didn't even get there. So we're gonna try to do this with the remainder of time that we have, so that we can at least have a good fight against the boss here. That at 1500, 2 artifacts next to each other.
There you go.
First off, there is the religious artifact. Let's go back up for that Martian skeleton. And every artifact is just more consumables, so we're not gonna complain about that.
There you go.
That is more artifacts for us to just throw right into our bank account right there. So no problem at all. Okay. Another artifact? Man, the artifact city again.
There you go.
$1,000 with the dynamite. We were too exposed. Yes, yes indeed. Yeah. Alucard, you were correct. We were more or less just about 2, because the maximum that a plastic explosive can do is like 280 damage if you time it perfectly. So yeah, we were just about a few more explosives away. Unfortunately, our health did not stand up. So again, I don't know if your experience though is that first phase is meant to be very easy. He's supposed to only have 1,000 health, and it really takes again like four perfectly timed explosives, you should be able to kill him. But because we have just so many Satan's heads that he now has 9,000 health and he does a lot of damage to you, yeah, it's a completely different fight. It's almost like we're fighting second phase already in the first phase, and he's just has so much health. So yeah, I wonder, that's I was still thinking about it, like just what is the theoretical maximum Satan's heads you can get. It's just that in my own personal view, it will be just way too painful for us to just have that many Satan's heads where like you just get no money at all from any mineral, and then you just have to spend so much time just mining just so you can get possibly enough consumables of like the dynamites and plastic explosives to actually defeat him. So, oh, Martian skeleton. That's another one. But yeah, that's why, at least for me, a nice round number, which still obviously has its own plenty of difficulty. It's going to be 10 Satan's heads that I have in mind. And then maybe if I can clear up the right timing for everything, we might be able to do as a, I guess maybe like a goal / celebration to do like almost like a streamathon of doing 0 to 10, making a new run. That's a dinosaur bone right there. But making a new
There you go.
save and just going from 0 to 10 all in one go, and when the stream doesn't end until we get all 10. That sounds fun, also sounds painful, but I think that is something that I would be able to do if we. But first, of course, we have to get 10 already the first time. Yes, alright, Nicholas is back again, right? We're almost there. Yes, exactly, yeah. Yeah, so we are indeed almost to the... more artifacts, I guess. Another little artifact. There you go. Okay. Yes, we got an active audience. Exact. Thank you, Nicholas, for noticing that. Yeah, we are definitely moving things along here with our great quest to get 10 Satan's heads. But, yeah. The Alucard is correct. The reduction in price is just so painful that it is more or less impossible just because of how long it's gonna take. So, and like really, like, you know, 11 to 12 Satan's heads, does that really mean that much, right? So at least to me, stopping at 10 is a good idea, and then we can try to make it a big deal to do from 0 to 10 all in one stream. Hopefully we can get there one day. But for now, we're still in our main strategy. We have to still collect all the Amazonite that we can on this refreshed map, so that we can fight the boss again. So let's go down to 50, not 50, let's go to 5,000 feet deep, and then let's try to look for the Amazonite. Yeah, practice boss runs. Yeah, Nicholas, we tried one time before, because I blew up the artifact. Okay, but we tried one time after clearing out the map. Unfortunately, I did not have enough supplies to even get through the first phase, because I know, Nicholas, you were there last time where we were trying to see if the strategy would work on the second phase, but unfortunately I didn't even make it to the second phase. So yes, yeah, poor skeleton, Martian skeleton, what a tragedy. Yeah, but yeah, that's it's been unfortunate. We were very close to defeating the first phase, but we just did not have enough repair bots to live. So we'll try again here. Definitely after we clear out all the Amazonite in our area, I'm more than certain that we should be able to get to the second phase. Even Jordan has his days off. Yes, of course, with the basketball reference. But hey, but this one we're getting for sure. We're getting this guy right here.
There you go.
That is a religious artifact, and that is our first and another religious artifact. What is happening? All right, let's clear all this junk out of our inventory here. All right, let's go grab this. Now we have to do something a bit different here. We have to do this so we can clear the way. There you go. Okay. Let's do this right here. We get him next time. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. You always have my back on that. But indeed, we have a good chance now to make a dent into this run. Yeah, I really would like it before we end the stream tonight. We can get that 9th Satan's head, so that the next time that you'll see me live, we'd go for that last one, that last Infinity Stone for the 10th Satan's head. Got that. Got another Martian skeleton here, so we'll grab this guy.
There you go.
That is another 10,000 into our bank accounts right there. Well, actually, let me make sure. Whoa. Did I keep the whole mine shaft clear? Not really. I think. So this is a spot. We go all the way down. Okay. Well, I actually did do a good job of that. Okay. We'll grab this Amazon right here. We'll come back for that one later. That's not in our pathway currently. So we'll come back for that one later. Okay. We have to do this. Let's do that. More junk and inventory we don't want. Ooh, we'll have to come back for that dinosaur bones later. We have to make our way up here. 1, 2. Grab you. Grab you right here. Okay, should grab you like this. Okay, that's another
There
artifact.
you go.
Treasure somehow buried this deep into Mars, no problem. I'll get this Amazonite right here. Oh, there you go. 2 pieces in a row, thank you. Okay. We found them. Yes, yes, a loan card. We did find the Amazonite finally, but we're definitely going to find the way to beat the boss this time, or at least get close to doing that. Oh, we can't destroy it like that. Oh, we're too fat. 18 pieces game. Come on, that's not that much. Let's go up here and let's collect that piece of Amazonite for ourselves. Alright, very nice. Let's grab all these guys. 18 things at once, yes. Oh, I mean, you know, 18 Lego pieces, right? That's always the thing. But then again, you know, we're in a mining pod, man, and we got like the best engine in the world. It's like a Ferrari engine inside this thing. But we just, you know, we're just flying super slowly everywhere. All right, whatever. We'll take this and we'll go. Or will we? No, we will. This is way too slow. All right, let's go back to the surface. Alright, let's see here. 1.2 million, alright. That is a nice amount of money. Okay. Let's go grab this. Let's go back with the 40 pieces of dynamite. Alright, let's, I'm gonna have to mute the game system here. It gets way too loud. So let's go to 200 pieces of repair bots for ourselves here. Okay, let's go get the rest of this. I guess you have to keep buying more repair bots, I suppose. Okay. Good. No Mars quake, that's nice. Does save us a lot of time here. And let's go back down. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have to go all the way to the right side of the map, and we're gonna make our way through there. Trying to think about it, because I mean, it really doesn't matter. What matters more is that we'll be able to tell how close we are to beating the boss every time that we try to fight him. So that's not a problem to me. Okay, so let's go through here. Let's make our way all the way to the right side. it right there. These diamonds are free to collect. That's an Amazonite for us. Just dig right through that. Another religious artifact. Alright.
There you go.
That is another one in the books for us. We can do this. Let's see here. You know what? This is gonna be funny. We can do this. That dirt was actually supposed to explode. Come on, game. I was trying to be funny with it. Okay. Wow. The one time I wanted dirt to explode, it doesn't. This game has a sense of humor. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's the end of that area. How much junk do we have? 13 pieces of Amazonite. Come on, game. That's not as heavy as it should be. Come on, game. Ugh. There are a few more pieces that I wanted that were back up there. But sadly, that's as much as they're gonna give us. Okay. Oh well. Alright, one more pass should do it. We got a bit less than 1 million right there. Alright. Let's keep buying up some more repair bots. Let's go to... Maybe we can go close to... Actually, we're less than 1 million, so we can... Let's go to 300. Okay. Oh, Mars Quake. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Let's save the game here. And let's go down. Okay. So, through my experience, Mars Quakes will shuffle everything from obviously near the surface all the way down to about 5,700 feet deep. And then after that, it actually doesn't shuffle anything anymore. So that means that you won't, like, even though everything seems like it moved down here, unfortunately that is not a way to get more Amazonite. So I guess the developers kind of knew people would want to take advantage of that system to get more valuable minerals, but unfortunately not. It actually literally just stops moving things around when you go deep enough. So, oh well. It's a little bit of a time loss for us, but we're not speedrunning, so we're just fine to dig our way through without a problem here. Yes, it does create more dirt blocks. Again, like I said, it moves the dirt, it adds more dirt, whatever. Anywhere from the new... there's some dinosaur bones up here. But
There you go.
That's another artifact for us. But yes, so it does move the dirt or add more dirt and things like that. But it stops doing that at like 5,700 feet deep. So when things start to become viable for things like diamonds and Amazonite, it actually stops doing it. So there's really, I don't expect to find any more Amazonite from where we dug last, if that makes sense. And so, although we have one more section to dig through, we have the middle section now. We did everything on the left side. We're gonna do, we already did everything on the right side, so we're gonna look through the middle side at that 5,700 feet deep, and we're gonna collect all the Amazonite that we can. And then, with that last buy, we will be able to, yeah, we will be able to hopefully try to fight the boss. We'll try to see how far we can go in the second stage, so that we can get an idea of how many more things we need to buy, and then we should be able to we should be good on that. Although, with only about like 300, I think when we do our last buy, I'm gonna buy only repair bots, because we kind of don't need more than 200 plastic explosives. At least I don't think. The strategy is different, so I think we actually might need more than that, but we'll find it. We'll find it. Yeah, because I don't necessarily keep count of things, because I'm not counting to like I'm not counting to like 400 on two different numbers. So yeah, we're just gonna see whichever one runs out, and then that way we know what to buy when we restart the map. We have to go this way. Let's do that. Okay. And we can take advantage of using dynamite and plastic explosives when we need to. Alright, we're getting kind of close to where the Marsquake should stop. But that is still not yet. Let's see here. And there you go, right? So as you can see, once you get to that 5,000 feet deep, it literally just stops. Like, it's as if the Marsquake never happened down at this depth. Kind of weird, but that's what the developers thought was a good idea, to keep people from exploiting the Marsquake. So, I'm just going to dump out all this junk from inventory. And let's start digging through the middle area now. Around here. Go about doing this. Grab that diamond. expect to find very much Amazonite in this area, because both, I guess, now that I think about it, when I mine everything on the left side and mine everything on the right side, I usually do invade the middle area if I find more Amazonite, so I take that away too. So it won't surprise me that we don't really find very much in this last pass here. Dump that out. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hang on, that's an Amazonite piece I missed. Okay, we can dig through this. We got these diamonds on the way down. We got plenty. Yes, we did. And we're fat. Okay, that's a good sign. 12. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. That's Oh dear. We can't get that dinosaur bone. No, we're too fat for it. That's unfortunate. Oh, just kidding. We dumped just enough junk to get back up there. Just perfect. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
That is perfect. Okay. I think that'll do it. Yeah. That should be... Yep, that is all that we have. Okay. So let's return to the surface. Let's go ahead and buy as many consumables that we can. Still less than $1 million. Whatever. Okay. So let's replenish ourselves on these. Gonna buy just repair bots here. Because you have 312 of those, yeah. Okay, good. No Mars Quake, that's exactly what we want. Alright, let's fight the boss again. And then, looking at the timer here, so, yeah, I think, if we fail, we'll try one more time. We'll refresh the map and obviously do the whole mining thing again. Because, yeah, it really is gonna be quite the slog to make sure, yeah. Yes, thank you, yeah. This will be quite the grind, just... That's always what, like, that's the most interesting thing about doing these Satan Says runs, is that it's a long process at the start, because it's a challenge to make sure you can get the first upgrade in the game, and then it's a long challenge at the end to get enough money to even fight the boss at the end. So it's a very interesting turn of events whenever we... Okay. But yeah. I'm stinking at keeping this mine shaft straight. Alright, that's just really funny. Anyway, yeah, but we got this guy though.
There you go.
They got another dinosaur bone right there. Yes, thank you, Nicholas. We need all the energy that we can to fight this boss accordingly here. Okay. So let's repair, let's fuel up, and let's get right into it. Okay. We definitely can get past the first phase. Let's just make sure we get to the second here. We need to get to the middle of the map. Oh, that's a miss. Okay, just ran right past him. Let's wait our turn here. Okay, there it is. Now we have to fight the second phase. Okay, so before we get into it, alright. So again, the strategy here is that I can't run right at him and explode it, because that's way too, that's gonna make us lose. So I'm going to get in my own head here. We're gonna run past him and then we explode the bombs. So let's give this a go. We have to wait our turn though every time. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, it deals us like half our damage already. You know we have to do like this. Oh, and we just get stomped. Okay. Wow. He does so much damage. Yeah. It's tough to think about what we can do. Yeah, because it's 18,000 health. And we can't... Actually, might need to think about it a bit more even after this, because he's got 18,000 health. I mean, no, it's not that bad, Nicholas. I wasn't expecting to win either way. We didn't have enough, as it is, like repair bots, but... Because, yeah, the timing is going to be a little bit difficult. I think it's going to take a long time, but I think we... Yes, yeah. So, Aluncard, yeah. Actually, no, we're not going to do... No, sorry. No, we will not do 240 damage. Because we cannot... Because that's the way to guarantee... Because, like, the game kind of pauses... Like, the mechanic is that the game kind of pauses when you use a plastic explosive. So that way, like, you can land it right on his main hitbox, which is, like, his feet, basically. And so... That's how you can make sure to do maximum damage, that you explode it right when you touch him. But we can't do that anymore on the second phase, because he just does too much damage. We just die if we try doing that. You saw it there for that 1 second that it was, at least, where yeah, like we run through him. We don't even pause the game. We just run through him, and we just still take half our damage, half our health away. So I might need to perfect that strategy next time, at least to be able to make sure we run past him and then we explode the plastic explosives. So yes, Nicholas says guerrilla warfare. That is quite true. That's what we have to do for that. But what I think we can do though, before we close the night off, because I don't think I have the time to at least try to fight him again, because that is a bit much. My brain is doing a little bit of the melting right now because of that. But you know what? Now that we have, because Aluncard did mention that he really did like my heli attack video, we can I can try to beat my score on that. So let me launch that really quickly here, because not the settings, no, hello. There you go. Okay, yeah, because we can try to do because the way I measure this is that I usually try to do that last level. So the last level where we try to kill as many helicopters as we can. I think my high score on stream is like 23. I want to try to see if we can get to 30, or over how we can go. So we're gonna run through the entire campaign here, and then yes, banger song. Thank you, Aluncard. I know. I did mention that in the video too. That opening theme is an absolute banger. But let's go through this, and run usually takes us like 10-15 minutes, so that works pretty well for us. I personally like to do like to use the bow and arrow for this, at least for the first phase, so we can farm up our weapons here. And then, although I do need to make sure we also, to be the most efficient that we can on the last level, we need to use up all the useless weapons as well. Because that last boss helicopter is just really, really powerful. So there really is no room for error at that last bit. Yeah, there's a very interesting story about that intro song to this game, because people liked it, and then but no one could get like a high quality version of it, you know, because the one from the game is like a pretty compressed and not a very good quality sound. So then, like, people commented on the YouTube upload of like this song, like, hey, like we want the high quality version, but then like no one knew how to get in contact with the guy who made the song. But then, like, all of a sudden in that same YouTube video, the guy who made that song was just like, okay, let me just get home, I'll post it on my SoundCloud, and then that's how we have a high quality version of that song. It's kind of weird how that happened all at once, but I'll go get the secret weapon back there. And let's keep going. A black hole generator. Very nice. We only need only one. It takes way too long to reload. Oh, A-bomb launcher? I'll take that's quite nice. That is good to take down. Although that also takes kind of forever to reload, but that'll be good at the last level. Oh, the grapple? Do you mean the taser? Or the blade ring? There's two different ones I think you might be referring to, I know. I go by their actual official names, I know. But, the blade ring was very nice, and also, yeah, no, the taser is also one of the best. I do want to make sure we save those, because that is good. Railgun though, railgun is not very good. I have to find a way to use that later. Let's get rid of that. The taser, yes, yeah, taser is a very nice gun. Let's use railgun now. I'm not gonna find a use anywhere else. That's a miss. I'm just missing. Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah. That's just Halo 2 sword in a shotgun. What? Nicholas, we're not talking about the same game, bro. Another black hole generator. Okay, we don't really need any more of that. You never played this game. Well, I think it's about time that you did, Nicholas. And I went so far as to make a whole video about it, but you know, I think it'll be in your best interest to actually know what we're doing here. Flamethrower. All right, we'll find a use for that later. Alright, very nice. Airstrike? Oh, okay. No, I know when to use that airstrike. Airstrikes are not very good, sadly, in this game. Kimbo Mac 10s, okay. I missed that. These are not very easy to miss. Okay. 1, 2, 2? Okay. And 3. Shotgun rockets, very nice. 1, 2, and 3. A sniper rifle, okay. I'm gonna use that next level. Okay. Very nice. Alright. Yeah, let's sniper rifle here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very easy. I missed a lot of those shots. What? Okay. Another A-bomb launcher. A regular shotgun. Okay. I'm gonna use that on the next area because this is shotgun's not a good gun at all, sadly. A blade ring, okay, good. I know exactly when to use that. Seeker launchers, okay. On RPG, okay. One more for this level. Alright, very nice. Let's go use the airstrike right here. Oh, I missed the timing on that. You have to time this up properly. Oh, yeah, this thing stinks. Alright, let's swap over. Let's try using the shotgun here. You're big enough for this. Shotgun rockets again. Bow only runs, really? Alright, Too Dumb to Live. That's a very interesting name, dude, but yeah. Well, at least for me, I am trying to do the highest score on stream on the last level. So, but only though, that does sound interesting. I might have to try that next time that we do this. But right now, yeah, it is just trying to maximize the strong weapons right now, and then getting to the last level, doing the highest score that we can. So, but then no hit. Oh, sorry, you said no hit bow level. Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know about the no hit part. I'm still not agile enough to confidently say that I can do no hits. But I, for one, do love using bow and arrow against the drones up here. Shotgun laser, okay. Auto laser rifle, okay. RPG, alright, we're getting these pretty alright guns to get us to these last levels. Hey. There you go. Alright, very good. Let's see, this guy, let's use RPG for this. Let's make sure we take care of this. Yeah, I'm really bad at dodging the shots, especially from this helicopter for whatever reason. Spark plug, okay. Oh, we got a taser finally. Very nice. Flat cannon, okay. Let's use the secret missiles here. A-bomb launcher, alright. Flat cannon, I suppose. Okay. I'll carry over to the next level here for us. Which also reminds me, we can go get another flat cannon here as well. That's some more flat cannon ammo, secretly waiting for us here. Oh, I didn't reload yet. Oh, he's still alive? Okay. Get these Akimbo Mac 10s. Okay. Just a few more on this level. I'm not picking up that shotgun. Oh, I don't use that. Let's use this. Okay, good. Now for this level, we can use the blade ring if we can get to it right here. Alright, we have to do a lot of... Oh no! Alright. That's a terrible angle. I need to get the right angle to use this weapon. Alright, he'll come back around. Yeah, come back around. Oh, I missed. Oh, that took a lot more damage than I like. Oh, Soundwave. That's a very lovely weapon. Yeah, we gotta use a little time distort there to dodge those. I'm not gonna pick that up. Well, we kind of have to deal with a lot next round, so... Oh my goodness, that's not good. Okay, let's actually pick that flat cannon up. There you go. That was a little bit spicy there at the end. Man, this should not be that hard of a level. I'll give it this guy. RPG, okay. That'll be useful taking the rest of you down. Oh dear, shotgun. Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. I don't want you cluttering my inventory up. A-bomb launcher, very nice. What? How'd that miss? Shotgun rockets. Airstrike. Oh, okay, we're gonna use them up next round. Spark plug, yeah. Sniper rifle. Well, actually, we can use airstrike right now. What airstrike was that? Oh my, this thing stinks, bro. I don't like it. That's a complete miss, bro. That's a blade ring. Okay. I don't understand airstrike one bit in this game. Oh my goodness. Secret missiles will be helpful. Soundwave with these shotgun rockets right now. Flamethrower. On any time, I'm actually not going to use that. It is not good for these last bosses we have to fight here. Okay. Alright, one more level and then we go to the final one. Flamethrower is nice and easy to use. use a laser rifle here. We're not picking up that anytime. Drunken rockets we can pick up. Oh, we picked up anytime anyways. Alright, let's use it right now. Yes, that's one of the best parts about the game. The weapon variety is really good. It's just a matter of if you're trying to do what we do right now. So this is it. This is our this is the final level. So we need to really hone down what weapons we're gonna use. So we got a grenade launcher. Okay, use the taser right here. I need to stop taking damage. What is happening? Alright, let's use one right there. Sound wave. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of rusty on this right now already. But yes, the weapon variety is great, but we're kind of limited to using certain weapons because what is this? Time Seek? Ah. All these useless weapons that are laying around here. Oh, we didn't. Okay. We're gonna use this right now. Okay. Alright. Grenade launcher, secret missile, drunken launcher, auto laser rifle. Okay, this is gonna do. Health pack, thank you! Yeah, it gets kind of crazy if we're not ready for it. Shotgun lasers will do. Oh, I don't have to use this right now. Okay. No, we go backwards. Okay, airstrike, come on. I have to pick these up, whatever. A chain gun? That's not really very good. 21. Oh, we gotta. Oh, can we dodge that? Oh, yes, okay. Guided launchers? Nope, shotgun lasers will have to do. What is that? Guided launcher again? Oh, no. Alright. Reload one of these. Oh! Oh! Reload, come on, reload! Oh! We have like, oh no, that's never gonna reload. Oh. Oh! The dodging is crazy when you're at 1 HP. Laser rifle? No, that's not reloaded. None of these are reloaded. Oh, this taser's not gonna reload. Come ah! Oh well. I'm for 27. Okay, that's actually. I think I broke my record actually. 27. I think I have a thing for that, don't I? No. No. I got 33 boss helicopters one time, but that was just. That was intense. Yes, it is. Yeah, like it's always so that like when you start that last mission, like you take a lot of damage early, just because you're not used to fighting like for your life like that. But then at the very end, when you get used to it, like you're just dodging everything that you can. So that's the thing. I need to get to the point where I can be very comfortable in dodging all the attacks early on. Because I mean, I know right from the start that I completely messed up my early start. I just took so much damage. But anyways though, but I think that'll do it for today. We were live for about 3 hours. That's usually how long I'm live for. But again, I think it was a really good time that we had here together, especially mostly our time was spent on Motherload. But we'll be back again next week Tuesday to try again. We're right there. We're right there at the edge of getting the 9th Satan's Head on Motherload. So yeah, we're gonna make some history on that following Tuesday. But again, I thank everyone here that came in today. I know most of you all came from YouTube, but it definitely was a very good moment here together. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, looking forward to as well. So the streaming schedule is pretty consistent, at least what I know of, because we go on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then at least for me, we're on Pacific time, so it's 4 p.m. Pacific time to 7 p.m. So hopefully with that, I should be uploading my next YouTube video hopefully by tomorrow. I did most of the editing today. We got to finish it up for tomorrow, and we'll see what that looks like, because we have another video coming along, and then we'll be back to streaming again on Tuesday. So thank you everyone for coming in today, and we'll see you again on that Tuesday.